So whatever we paint, it'll be just inside the shape. So we are going to continue this series on drawing with grids, and what we did, just to recap, we imported a photo reference and we locked it, and we drew a grid on another layer, and after we did that, we duplicated this grid and we moved it over to the side over here, and this is where we would start our sketch. So we made sure that our sketch lines were underneath the grids, and we would just do a really rough sketch, and then we refine the lines by using a small brush size, of course. And we also use the smoothing tool up here to 20% to make sure our lines are smooth. And we have this, and now we can hide the rough sketch, and now we have the new sketch. And now what we're going to do is start to add color to this sketch. So we're going to do a new layer, and we're going to make sure it's underneath the sketch, and this will be our painting layer. So we're going to rename it painting, and what we're going to do, we're going to fill this all in, the subject. So I'm going to turn this smoothing tool to 0, and I'm going to increase the brush size just a bit, and I'm going to zoom in here. Let's see. Okay. So now we're going to fill this in. We can borrow color from the photo itself, or we can pick the color if we want to. So what we're going to do is just paint, and we make sure the opacity is all the way up, and we're just going to fill that in. Alright, once we're done doing that, see, we got this mid-tone. Now we're going to do the shadow. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a new layer, and this will be for the shadow. And what we're going to do is do a clipping mask. So we're going to hold Alt, and if you hover your mouse in between the shadow and painting, you'll see a little symbol here pointing down. We're going to click, and now whatever we paint, it will be within the bounds of the painting area that we just created. So whatever we paint, it'll be just inside the shape. So what we're going to do, let's see, the shadow, there's a shadow here and in other places. Let's see. So using this color, we can go down, we can make an L shape, upside down L, or we can get a darker shade, or we can pick from the photo. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick from the photo, and it looks like it's an orange. And this is a little darker over here. So paint right there. I'm going to get this area over here. See the shadow up here and right here. We can add a little bit of because we got the shadows here. This right here is a little bit orange or kind of a pinkish. I'm going to go ahead and kind of add that in there. And I'm going to add that right there. It's very rough and it doesn't look like, anything right now, but we're just getting the basic shapes of the shadows. And I'm making sure that it comes alive with more color, and sometimes I would put more colors than what the photo is showing. So now on our next video we're going to do some blending, so make sure to check that out, the next video. And yeah, just have fun with this, practice doing the sketching and drawing the grid. Yeah, just practice mimicking or sketching what's in each square, and not looking at the subject itself, but looking at the different squares and just drawing pieces at a time. So make sure to have fun. Join me next time, and just make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video.